The Trojan War, one of the greatest events in Greek mythology, has long been the subject of numerous rumors, legends, and scandals. The story of how Troy fell to the Greek armies is not limited to great battles and confrontations. Behind the epic feats and tragedies lie human weaknesses, ambitions, and secret intrigues that became just as significant a part of this story. The goddesses' quarrel, the start of a great war. The myth of the Trojan War begins with an event that seems insignificant at first, a quarrel between three great goddesses, Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite. This dispute became the catalyst for the entire tragedy. Zeus, unwilling to make a decision, entrusted immortal Paris, the prince of Troy, with judging the contest. Each goddess offered Paris her reward. Athena promised him wisdom and victories in battle. Hera offered power and wealth, while Aphrodite promised him the love of the most beautiful woman on earth, Helen. Paris chose Aphrodite, and thus he not only became the possessor of Helen, but also signed Troy's death sentence. This decision sparked rumors that spread throughout Greece and Troy. Some claim that Paris's choice was not solely driven by his desire to obtain a beautiful wife, but by his ambitions to become the ruler of all Greece. The Greeks, on the other hand, argued that if he had chosen Hera or Athena, the world would have never known this war. The rumors, of course, varied, but one thing was clear: the conflict that started from one decision would become the greatest tragedy in history. Rumors of strange alliances. Once the Greek armies set off to besiege Troy, rumors of secret alliances and intrigues among the Greeks themselves began to spread. Many legends justified the actions of the great heroes by their personal motives and hidden interests. For example, it was said that Achilles, the greatest of Greek warriors, went to war not only for glory, but for personal revenge. His friend Patroclus was killed, and Achilles was determined to avenge his death. However, behind the scenes, rumors swirled that in reality, Achilles was absolutely convinced of his immortality, which made him almost invulnerable. Many even claimed that his mother, the goddess Thetis, before dipping him into the river Styx, asked the gods to make him invincible. Among other Greek heroes, there were also rumors about hidden motives. Homer, in his Iliad, mentions that Odysseus, despite his wisdom and bravery, suffered from a secret feeling of guilt over the fact that his wife, Penelope, was left defenseless. The Greeks claimed that this was the reason for his long wanderings after the war. While the heroes fought in Troy, dramas were unfolding in Greece. The myth of the spear, the weapon of fate. One of the most memorable rumors about the Trojan War is the story of the Trojan spear, which supposedly had the power to destroy Troy. It was said that this weapon was forged by Hephaestus, the god of blacksmithing, and that its owner would be the one truly worthy of victory. The myth of the spear inspired many heroes to join the war because they believed that with this weapon, victory would be theirs. However, few knew that the Trojan spear actually existed only in legend. Some claimed that it had been stolen from Hephaestus' sanctuary, while others said it had never existed in reality and was merely invented to enhance the morale of the Greeks and create a myth about the predetermined fate. The story of the spear gave rise to numerous rumors and speculations, and many still believe that it played a key role in the fall of Troy. The horse that destroyed Troy. But perhaps the most famous and mysterious legend associated with the Trojan War is the story of the Trojan Horse. According to the myth, the Greek army, unable to conquer the city, devised a clever plan. They built a massive wooden horse, inside which the best of the Greek warriors hid, while the rest, pretending to be defeated, left the horse in front of the walls of Troy. The Trojans, believing the horse was a gift from the gods, pulled it into the city, and at night, when the enemies were ready to celebrate, the warriors hidden inside the horse emerged, opened the gates, and the Greek army took Troy. But even around this myth, there are rumors. Some claim that there was no horse at all, and that it was merely a fabrication to justify the unexpected and almost bloodless capture of the city. In other versions, rumors suggested that the Trojan horse was one of the oldest magical instruments created by the Trojans themselves at the behest of Zeus to test fate. But one thing can be said with certainty: this episode became a symbol of cunning and treachery, which led to the fall of the great city. Tragedy after the war. After Troy was destroyed, rumors continued to circulate about what happened to the heroes of the war. Odysseus, for example, could not return home for a long time, and many believed that his wanderings were not only a consequence of the war, but also the result of divine punishment. His name became synonymous with wandering, and people said that it was because he had failed to offer enough gratitude to the gods. Thus, the Trojan War left behind not only ruined cities and fallen heroes, but also enduring rumors and legends that became part of the great culture and imagination of people for centuries. After all, wars, like myths, are always prone to being surrounded by legends.